Hello guys, Vijaya Timothy here and welcome back to Coffee Talk. So, on the last episode, we got to listen to Bailey's story regarding how he and Lua first met. So, I can't wait to see what really happens and what happened next at least. The other girl's name was, let's just call her Rose. Continue. And Lua thanks to her relationship with Cognac. That's a fake name you made up, right? Yes. Now will you let me continue without interruptions? Bro, chill. Okay. So I asked Lua a lot of things about Rose. She knew what I was after. It annoyed her so much, but I kept on bothering her. I mean, I was a pretty active guy back then. So Lua came over to visit us at one point. I left with Cognac back in college. I've been out and I got back just as Lua arrived. A total coincidence. We went into our place together. By the way, this guy is being ignored. Gala. And witnessed something surprising. What? Cognac was sleeping with Rose. Holy mother mole. I saw the look on Lua's face. The disbelief, anger, sadness. And without even thinking about it, I punched Cognac in the face. You what? I got into a fight with him. Oh, I haven't told you. Cognac was a Brazilian jiu-jitsu tutor for kids. He's pretty good. Oh my. Yeah, I landed that one punch, and he beat me to a pulp. Easily. Lua begged me to stop fighting on her behalf. Hey, more like she backed Cognac. Hey, I wasn't kidding. I lost, but I don't give up so easily. I was beaten pretty bad, so Lua took care of my injuries. We grew closer after that. I don't even remember the exact date, but suddenly that friendship turned into a relationship. That was one hell of a story. I know. Have you seen her by any chance? Lua came by a few days ago. How was she doing? She hasn't returned any of my calls or texts. Well, she's healthy, that's for sure. She got into an argument though. With whom? It was this male model. A model, yeah, apparently this guy's friend. I didn't think she was the type of girl to go out with a model. Oh, they weren't together. What were they arguing about? Well, we were talking about your relationship. Lua told us about the reason behind the fight, about your family stuff. And then this guy, Hyde, joined the discussion. What did he say? He didn't understand why Lua would insist on getting family approval, considering, you know, what? You're willing to leave your own family. He would do that for her. Yes, I would. I'm sick and tired of my family. Why would you say that? Let me tell you about my family. Or I should say most Alvan families. They all think they're so high and mighty. If you're born an elf, there are certain unwritten rules you must follow. Reputation and appearance are everything. We must never ever make our family look bad. You can only befriend certain people. You must dress a certain way. You can only have certain jobs that are deemed worthy and successful, like being a doctor, a lawyer, a CEO. You know, ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to be an artist. I love drawing and creating art. However, becoming an artist is not something I've deemed suitable. Unless you become the next Da Vinci. So when I switched from a business major to an art major, my parents went crazy, screamed like they were on fire. They told me that I'd never be rich or successful. All that because you chose an art degree? You want to know the worst part? They blame Lua. What do you mean? They blame her for my decision to pursue my passion for art. Yet about how her kind is ruining the country. Accusing their religion of worshipping the Dark Lord. accusing her of putting a spell on me and cursing the family. Whoa. I mean, come on. This is the 21st century. Yeah, art is like more appreciated nowadays. That's so not cool. I don't want to sound judgmental. My family is racist. Tell me about it. Lua is the only person that can make me feel alive. She showed me how I can be free and pursue my dreams. I don't understand why Lua is so obsessed with the idea of reconciliation with my family. I just don't get it. I have no problem leaving my family, you know. I will happily leave them for the both of us. What about her? What about her and her family? You may be happy to leave your family. However, it may not be the same for her. Yeah, this guy got a point. Gala, do you have something to say? Perhaps you could give us a different perspective. Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I couldn't help overhearing your story. I assume that the person you're talking about is not an elf, correct? Yeah, she's a succubus. I see. I'm a werewolf. For werewolves, the wolf pack is the most important thing. We'll put family before any other. We often have our own problems within the pack. We won't abandon our family for anything. Perhaps that's also true for her and her family. Besides, if you leave your family for her, wouldn't that make your parents believe that all those bad stereotypes about succubi are true? I never thought of it that way before. Yeah, there's always like two sides of the story, or at least the perspective, so it's complicated. Whether you like it or not, your actions will have an impact on her as well. And if you leave your family for her, that will put her in a difficult spot. She might feel responsible for your actions. There's nothing to feel bad about, except there is. I'm leaving my massive family to create a better one with her. It's easy for you to say that now, but you don't know what the future holds. One day circumstances might change. One day, one of you might regret your decisions. He's looking away, he's like, this guy is meddling too much. One day you might use the I love my family for your card. We love each other. I'll be with her whatever the circumstances may be. You know, love is like a flame. It might burn fiercely at first, but over time it will die down if you don't maintain it. Maintaining it won't be easy, it will be hard work. Yeah, like when you're dating someone, there's this process. Like, first of all, you're interested, and then you like her, and then you love her. But after a while, commitment is the most important thing, because love fades away. If you want to live with someone for decades, you need commitment, that's for sure. Because life is full of storms. This guy is such a poetic. And marriage will not survive on love alone. Yeah. Not that I know, because I'm not married yet, but still. Whoa, that's deep. We'll have each other, and that's enough for us. Tell me, do you have health insurance? What? I'm an elf, why would I need health insurance? You'll need some. What for? Immortality is an elven privilege. But you'll lose it if your family disowns you. I've seen people go bankrupt because they fall ill or get seriously injured. Emptied their entire life savings for an $8 pill, because in this country they charge $20,000 for it. Wow. And if you decide to have children, they won't have the same privileges you do. There's a high probability that they'll get bullied for being a half-breed. There are consequences. Shouldn't be taken lightly. Think about it. And this guy's mature, I guess. Although I don't think you should like say all that to someone you just met. Anyway, I've got to go. I apologize for my intrusion. No, thank you for your insight. I've got to go too. Want to head out together? Sure. Thanks for the drink, Timothy. And Freya. Bye. What? You made me lose 2 customers in a minute. Hey, there was an army. They were leaving anyway. Are you going to write that in your book? It's a secret. It'll be an interesting topic though. If your book is based on this coffee shop, how can you present a story like this in a world with only humans around? I'm not sure. Perhaps a hot drink will give you some inspiration. Sounds like a great idea. And I guess that's the end of the day. Cop Serious. We didn't know that. Tuesday, September 29, 2020. He really never changed. I know. But it was surprisingly nice catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Hey Timothy, I'd like to order again. The usual. Back to the experiment. Yes? You know what? Try adding milk to the ingredients you already have. Alright. You know what to do. No I don't. I really don't. So tea, ginger and milk? Is that it? Tea, ginger and milk? Tea, ginger, milk. Man, this guy's not specific enough. Let's try putting the latte art. Oh, I can actually etch. What? Invert. How do I do this? How do I do this? It's weird. I don't know, man. Try this. Thank you. It tastes just like I asked. Yay, finally. Too bad it's not. What? What do you mean it's not it? What about you, Mr. Hyde? Would you like to order anything else? I'm good for now. I couldn't help overhearing you both. It sounds like you two go way back. We do, I guess. He was my bodyguard. Oh? Didn't you meet here? Yeah, when this was a bar. What happened exactly? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarves. Ah, those 2 bastards. It wasn't a pretty sight, so I intervened. Aren't vampires supposed to be, you know, tough? Just because I'm a vampire doesn't mean I know kung fu. Besides, I had a couple of drinks. I could have taken the boat if I was sober. A couple, really. You were trash, Hyde. You told them I was your bodyguard. Wait, were you not his bodyguard? Not at the time. We didn't even know each other. But because of that whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wizard vampire stuck to me. Like, well, you know, to a blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive, so I hailed a cab. Turns out he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived. And I was stuck with him until morning. Ha ha ha. Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Gala. Those dwarves could have killed me. Who were they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they may have had ties to the mafia. and I might have lost some of their money on the stock market. A lot of their money. Yikes. They wanted me to launder their dirty money, so I decided to screw them over instead. Yeah, I overheard what they were talking about before the fight started. I knew I was innocent, and that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief. What a stroke of luck, the universe sending me a guardian angel in my time of need. So next morning, I offered him a job as my bodyguard for real. After all the trouble you caused me the night before. Yeah, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing. I have to say, it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. It was the late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves? War veterans. I see. So how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in hospital, Gala? Well, when he was working with me, I noticed. Hard. I prefer it if we skip that part. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go into any details about it. Yeah, I think that's fine. It's alright. Forgive me for asking. I don't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with something. Let's just say, something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life. Helping other people live. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become nurse or doctor. That's why I chose hospital admin instead. So you could say I owe this guy my life. Thanks to his stubborn persistence in helping me when I needed it. Thank you for sharing your story with me. I didn't expect such a tale from you. I know. Anyway, Timothy, I'd like to order something now. What would you like? Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time? That's a really odd request, but it's interesting though. So, warm and cool at the same time. Let's see. So, maybe we add mint and then add ginger. Yeah, tea, mint, ginger. The warm and cool is like balance. So let's try this. Here's your order. Exactly what I wanted. Yeah, I'm the man. By the way, it feels like this place is missing something today. You mean Freya? Yeah, I haven't seen her today. Oh. Ha, speak of the devil. Hello, good people. And one vampire. Hey, it's good to see you too, Freya. By the way, we were just talking about you. Oh, really? What about me? I was just surprised that you weren't here. Is that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? It won't work on me. Heh, I have no interest in flirting with you. I've got high standards, you know. Oh, burn! You look so tired, Freya. Hard day at work? How could you tell? Call it werewolf senses. Right. I showed Timothy my draft, and I actually got some good feedback. That's good to hear. Glad I could help. So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff, and also did some stories for the paper. Overall, it was a good day. That's good to hear. But please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by work when you're on a roll. Will do, sir. Speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital admitting life going? That's not even a word for it. Yeah, I was like thinking, what is that word? Actually, I'm not even sure what you even do there. It's pretty boring to talk about. Mostly I handle operational stuff happening in the hospital. Things like how much a specialist costs and how much it affects our income. I also deal with patients and their families. They require intensive care such as operations. I go through what we do and how much it would cost them. Kinda like be staff for people's lives then. You could say that. Damn, that sounds complicated and hard. That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets very emotionally attached to patients will find this job pretty tough. Whereas, how does people like my friend here? When they see it from a business perspective. Bro, good point. Why do people rarely talk about your kind of job? I guess most people don't really notice we exist or think about the necessity of it. Exactly, it's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it. Maybe because most admins are just like me. We rarely talk about work outside the hospital. Why? For me, I just don't find any reason to. It's the patient's personal lives anyway. Such professionalism and loyalty. You should keep hold of that mindset. Especially in front of this lady here. You. He needs to be a bit less loyal though. Hi. Okay, let's find out what they're going to talk about on the next episode. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.